So as you can see, I have my Bible, my super awesome favorite coffee cup, Let Go and Let God, my doggie and her stick. The cats ran off. Usually they're here with me. They like to sit right over there. And there's a little lake over there that you can just kind of barely see in front of that mountain. So I'm blessed and thankful to have a place where I go when I first roll out of bed every morning to go and put God first. And we have like big trucks and buses that drive by all the way. That's kind of a busy street right there. Sorry about the noise. But I live in the urban part of the country, if that makes any sense. So what I'm trying to say is I'm blessed and thankful to have this place to read the Bible every morning. But it's gotten to the point where the Bible is so intense, the world is so intense that when I come and sit here and start to read, I get excited about what I'm reading and I want to share it with somebody and I want to like jump up and go inside and get my phone because I usually never bring my phone to Bible study. Okay, that's the whole point is first I spend time in the Word and read a little bit of a couple chapters. Lately I've been focusing on reading the book of Romans, Proverbs, and Isaiah, not necessarily all three every day, don't get overwhelmed, but at least one of those every day, if not two or three of them. And it's just such a blessing to be able to come and sit here and read, but what I'm really getting out of the Bible lately is an intense desire to share what I'm reading with somebody else. And so the phones start to get invited to Bible study starting today. So I'm live now for 2 minutes. Wouldn't expect anybody to jump on the live stream 7:30 in the morning, but at least we're going to put this on YouTube for someone if you want to watch from now on. This is the first time, but I'm probably going to start going live when I read the Bible more. Possibly every day. I don't know yet if I'm going to do it every day or not. But usually I won't give you the big backstory and long intro like this. Usually I'll just be like, cool, today we're reading this, whatever, let's go. So anyway, today we're reading Jesus sends out the 12. Can you see that? And in context, you know, the 12 are the 12 disciples, of whom Matthew is clearly my favorite. As you can see, his name is in blue. Everybody else is purple. I underlined their names in purple and their titles, like Brother Iscariot, son of Zebedee, son of Alphaeus, in blue. But Matthew, for some reason, I love Matthew, so I underline him in blue. And I don't even underline the tax collector at all, because to me that was insignificant. I didn't really understand the full weight of who Matthew is and why he's my favorite until after these notes from January, because I recently started getting farther along in the Chosen. I know everybody else is on season 4. I'm just barely at the beginning of season 2, but I've gotten such a deep appreciation now from watching The Chosen about what is special about Matthew and why I love him. Yes, dog, there's a neighbor. Sorry, guys. So anyway. Normally I yell at her and tell her to stop, but she does not listen to me. That dog will do whatever she wants, especially when somebody's wearing a red and black hat. She doesn't like hats. She doesn't like beach balls. She doesn't like clown wigs. She doesn't like it when a lady walks by wearing solid pink. Anything that's just like vibrant, the dog is like, what is that? It's not even human. So I can't stop her. There's nothing I can do about that. So let's hope for some silence and get into the word here. Jesus called his 12 disciples to him and gave them authority to drive out impure spirits and to heal every disease and sickness. And that's the kind of thing that you just read by, and you need to stop and read that again. This word might not be for everybody. In this context, it's for the 12. But the 12 built the church. And they made disciples who made disciples who made disciples. And you might be one of those disciples, and this word might be for you. And if you think it is, claim this in faith and step out in faith and pray for somebody in faith, because you don't know what God will or will not do, and you can't limit him by your lack of faith. Take whatever little seed of faith that you have and apply this word. Jesus called his 12 disciples to him and gave them authority to drive out impure spirits. That's the easy part. And to heal every disease and sickness. To heal every disease and sickness. Every disease and sickness. Heal every disease and sickness. I'm not saying he always will. I'm saying he gave us the authority. And we can always pray the prayer of faith over someone who is sick or has a disease. And just give them the disclaimer, I'm not promising that God's going to do something, but I believe that I don't know, would you say I believe that he will, or I believe that he can? How about not I believe, I know that he can. I don't know whether or not he will, and I'm not making you any promises, but I want to try because it's worth a try, because I know that he can. That's my disclaimer when I pray for somebody with a severe sickness. Anyway, these are the names of the 12 apostles. First, Simon. Oh, by the way, we are reading in the book of Matthew here. Matthew 10. These are the names of the 12 apostles. First, Simon, who is called Peter, and his brother Andrew. James, son of Zebedee, and his brother John. Philip and Bartholomew. Thomas and Matthew, the tax collector. James, son of Alphaeus, and Thaddeus. Simon the Zealot, and Judas Iscariot, who betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent out with the following instructions. Do not go among the Gentiles or enter any town of the Samaritans. And I have to stop and give a disclaimer on that. This is in context for those 12, okay? Obviously, later, Paul was sent to the Gentiles. The message of the gospel is brought to the Gentiles now, and we are not limited to only bringing it to the lost sheep of Israel anymore. Go, rather, to the lost sheep of Israel. I would say go to whoever you're sent to. Jesus will send you specifically to someone. Go to that person. As you go, I just heard a word study last week. As you go, when you look into the original language, is better translated as you are going along. So it doesn't mean when you go on a missions trip to Sudan. It means while you are on your way to the library, as you go to school, when you get to Safeway, those kind of, if you don't have Safeway, it's a grocery store. As you go, proclaim this message. The kingdom of heaven has come near. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those who have leprosy, drive out demons. Freely you have received, freely give. So I love this, that the Holy Spirit sent me to read Jesus sends out the 12, because I know this quote from Luke. I think it's in Luke 11. I'll look that up some other day. But this is the truth of what the modern church is supposed to be doing. This is what the church of all time is supposed to be doing. If you follow Jesus in the way, this is what you do. Proclaim that the kingdom of heaven is near. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse the lepers, drive out demons. Freely you have received these truths, freely give them. Do not get any gold or silver or copper to take with you in your belts, no bag for the journey or extra shirt or sandals or a staff, for the worker is worth his keep. Whatever town or village you enter, search there for some worthy person and stay at their house until you leave. As you enter the home, give it your greeting. If the home is deserving, let your peace rest on it. If it is not, let your peace return to you. If anyone will not welcome you or listen to your words, leave that home or town and shake the dust off your feet. Truly, I tell you, it will be more bearable for Sodom and Gomorrah on the day of judgment than for that town. In case you forgot, who was that town? The one who didn't listen to you proclaim that the kingdom of heaven is near. I am sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore, be as shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves. Be on your guard. You will be handed over to the local councils and be flogged in the synagogues. On my account, you will be brought before governors and kings as witnesses to them and to the Gentiles. But when they arrest you, do not worry about what to say or how to say it. At that time, you will be given what to say. For it will not be you speaking, but the Spirit of your Father speaking through you. Brother will betray brother to death, and a father his child. Children will rebel against their parents and have them put to death. You will be hated by everyone because of me, but the one who endures, stands firm to the end, will be saved. When you are persecuted in one place, flee to another. Truly I tell you, you will not finish going through the towns of Israel before the Son of Man comes. The student is not above the teacher, nor a servant above his master. It is enough for students to be like their teachers, and servants like their masters. If the head of the house has been called Beelzebul, how much more? Oh, okay, that's weird. How much more the members of his household? Beelzebul. Okay. So do not be afraid of them, for there is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. What I tell you in the dark, speak in the daylight. Oh, right. Today's the day PG&E is about to come swoop over here and turn the power off right now. How could I forget? That's so funny. Okay. Do not be afraid of them, for there is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. What I tell you in the dark, speak in the daylight. What is whispered in your ear, proclaim from the roofs. Do not be afraid of those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul. Rather, be afraid of the one who can destroy both soul and body in hell. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a penny? Yet not one of them will fall to the ground outside your Father's care. And even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. So don't be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. Whoever acknowledges me before others, I will also acknowledge before my Father in heaven. But whoever disowns me before others, I will disown before my Father in heaven. Do not suppose that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to turn a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies will be the members of his own household. And that is a quote from Micah 7:6 in the Old Testament that Jesus spoke in his day. And that, by the way, brings us to where we are now, is Matthew 10:37. Anyone who loves their father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves their son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Whoever does not take up their cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Whoever finds their life will lose it, and whoever loses their life for my sake will find it. Anyone who welcomes you welcomes me, and anyone who welcomes me welcomes the one who sent me. Whoever welcomes a prophet as a prophet will receive a prophet's reward, and whoever welcomes a righteous person as a righteous person will receive a righteous person's reward. And if anyone gives even a cup of cold water to one of these little ones who is my disciple, truly I tell you, that person will certainly not lose their reward. And so that concludes Matthew 10, send out the 12. So sad what they did to John the Baptist. Cool, this is going to be great. Our power's about to be out. I wasn't expecting it this early in the morning. So where did this part go? Oh, Jesus. Okay, so again, Matthew 10, Jesus sends out the 12. If you want to read that in your own translation, in your own Bible, or go write a little note that you read that today, I highly recommend writing in your Bible. Speaking of which, this is called a Journal the Word Bible. Journal the Word TM. You want to look for the single column because it's just better than the double column. So the double column one has like a little thing here and a little thing here, and that's not as easy for Bible study. But this single column Journal the Word Bible, did you see that? I just flip. Here we are back on this. This is the word from God for today. This is heal the sick. Pray a prayer of faith over them. Proclaim that the kingdom of heaven is near. In conclusion. So like I was saying, this single column Bible will change your study time. It will change your life. I guarantee it. You can find them online between $20 and $50. You can't afford that? Let me know. Maybe I can help. I can't afford to buy one for everyone, but you might be first. So let's ask. All right. Let's do this again. How do I stop going live? This is like my first time doing this. Oh, here we go. Little X. Okay, bye, doggy. You're loud.